Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Mind, Body, Soul Evolution. My name is Debbie, and my apologies for not being on lately. Sometimes life gets away from you and things start happening. So today's reading, we are connecting with our spirit guides. We're going to find out what spirit guides are around us, what messages they have, and how they're helping us through our journey. So we're going to be using oracle cards and tarot cards. So I will shuffle the first oracle deck. So yeah, let's find out what spirit guides are around us. Right? We know that there's energy around us. We know our loved ones are around us, but sometimes we need something a little stronger, maybe. Right? So let's find out what spirit guides we are working with at this time, just as a collective. Right? We have Mercury retrograde. Mars is retrograde. Saturn has stationed direct. So there's a lot happening in the energies in the universe, right? We have meteor showers where I'm at. We have drones. Drones were flying over my neighborhood the other night. Friday night. This is Sunday. Friday night, drones were flying over my neighborhood. It's all over the news. So it's there's a lot happening. So let's kind of unpack this a little bit. And see what's happening here, right? There's a lot happening. So if you're feeling a little tired, a little overwhelmed, if you have no motivation, right? Yeah, there's a lot happening. We're all being called, though. It's all of this as a call to bring us back into ourselves. What really do you need for yourself? What is really important to you? What matters to you? And where are you leaking out your energy where you could be putting it someplace else? Right? Because we do that. We put all of our attention and focus outward, especially now this time of year. So I just taught a yin yoga class. It was an hour and 15 minutes. It was really deep. Really lovely, but yin can be quite a little tough, right? Those deep holds. So we have two here, and now we're going to find out how these energies are helping us. This is a thick deck. I love the gold gilding though on the side. We're going to find out how these energies are helping us, right? What messages are they holding for us? Yeah, so this is really, and it's always about your relationship with yourself. This whole life is about your relationship with yourself, because your relationship with yourself is your relationship to the spirit realm. No matter what it is you believe in or what it is that you don't, that's the relationship that you need to cultivate. That's the relationship you're with 24/7, right? You're with yourself all the time. Make yourself be the best place for you to be. If we're trying to escape ourselves because we have really hard thoughts, or we've been through a lot of stress and trauma, maybe always seek professional counseling and advice, but maybe you need some shadow work done. Maybe you need somebody to kind of dissect that out. Or maybe you need to lean into the spiritual realm and find out what energies are there and how they're working with you, what information they hold. So I'm going to pull a couple of cards from this deck. This is a deck I've had for many years. I've never used it. So sometimes, so if you're a card reader, you get a deck and then you have so many that you tend to use certain ones, and certain ones kind of go off the grid a little bit. So that's what this deck is. But I was called, and again, spirit guides, right? So what a beautiful back of the card picture. So yeah, so let's just see what messages they hold, how they're guiding us, right? What tools are they using to guide us? So if you choose that you want a personal reading from me for your spirit guides, there's two ways to do that. well, you can reach out to me, but there's two types of readings. One is, I do the reading for you and you get a little comprehensive write-up about a week later, giving you more information about your spirit guides. You can better understand like the personality of them, right? But the better way, or the next way, is a friend of mine, Beth Suter, at Beth Suter Art on Instagram. She is a watercolor artist, and for those who are interested, and you should get this. I would do your reading for you. Then you would pick one of your spirit guides. I would send that to Beth, and she would do a beautiful watercolor rendering of your spirit guide. So this way, like, you have that energy, right? You have that energy. You can remember that reading. You're still going to get the recording, but it's really good to have like this. And this is her calendar up here, her moon calendar for 2025. But you have that on display to remind you like of the reading that you had, right? It's a really good way to continually reconnect back to yourself. I mean, you can always speak to Beth about, and you get an 8x10 watercolor, and she sends that directly to you. That'll take several weeks for her to finish that artwork for you. And you can always ask her about other projects or how to get different types of that. So we'll be putting that out there in the next week, I think. So this is a sample of connecting with your spirit guide. So if you want a spirit guide reading, this is a really great thing to do. It's a great gift for yourself. It's a great gift for a loved one, especially if you know somebody who's going through a really difficult time and they need something to feel anchored and grounded. Something like this can really bring you a lot of peace and calm. So let's see. This is the Light Seers deck, Light Seers Tarot. And we'll see what our cards hold for us. Like, what energies are we working for? Like, who is guiding us right now? And we have two beautiful energies to start us off. So I'm really excited about this reading. These are the kinds of readings. I love readings, all the readings. But these that are very specific, that hone into a specific thing, that are off the general course, and really, you're calling in very specific guides, and they're ready, willing to let themselves be known to you and ready to expose themselves to you. These are the kinds of readings that I'm really enjoying. Let me just see if there's anything else that wants to come out. And we'll start our reading, and we'll add on to it. So yeah. So if you don't know Beth Suter, it's Beth Suter Art on Instagram, and you can probably find her on Facebook. And her artwork is beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. I mean, you see it in the calendar behind me, and that's moon calendar. So if you're interested in that, maybe reach out to her for that as well. Although I think she's kind of low on stock. It's the end of the year already, right? Okay, let's see. Got a lot of cards popping out here. I'm just going to turn over all the tarot. Oh, man. This is lovely. I just love this. So, I'm going to show you these cards, obviously. Wow. This is about taking care of yourself. So let's start off. Flow of prosperity, Lakshmi. We have two Hindu deities or Hindu goddesses, and Kuan Yin, compassion. Two different decks. So Lakshmi, flow of prosperity. And you can see like she's got the lotuses, she's got the elephant in the background, right? She is on the lotus flower. Look at these just beautiful colors. And we have Kuan Yin, compassion, right? And it says, release judgments about yourself and others and focus on the love and light that is within everyone. So I'm going to go through these cards and we'll dive into the reading. So 2 very deep and very strong feminine energies, right? Not forgetting, asking us not to forget who we are and the abilities that we have. So what messages are they sending us and how are they working with us? So we have spring, awakening, projects, renewal. We are in a retrograde phase, right? So during a Mercury retrograde, it is time to start thinking about your renewal for when you come out of this, right? Compassion, looking towards yourself. Prosperity, Lakshmi. What projects are you working on, right? That are there, you're being supported in the things that you're doing to bring along your prosperity. And prosperity, we tend to think that is a financial thing, and it very well can be. It can be like maybe you don't have a lot of time in your schedule and you're trying to do things to clear the schedule out a little bit and have more prosperous time to yourself or for your endeavors. The dolphin, cosmic consciousness, breath, sacred geometry. So a little, even though he did not show up, sacred geometry is Archangel Metatron. So if you were getting a reading from me, even though he's not here, he's the Archangel of sacred geometry. So therefore, I would do a write-up about Archangel Metatron as well, and I would give that information to Beth along with a rendering of him to incorporate. Food, right? Nourishment, relationships, health. And this relationships is going to come up in your tarot because we have the 2 of Pentacles here. Nourishment, relationships, health. And then we have Amethyst, psychic abilities, behavior patterns. So let's break these down. This is, again, our attention, our focus is inward, right? And when our focus comes inward, then we allow things to come in. We invite the flow of prosperity, right, to make its way to us because we're focusing on us, on ourselves. You're focusing on what matters to you. And you'll stop giving your time away to things and people and events that are draining you. And you'll start to release your judgments and lean into the light and the love that is within everyone. And when we do that, right, then we start to awaken. We awaken to ourselves. We start to feel renewed and fresh, right, as in the springtime. Inspiration for new projects start to come our way. We start to get our cosmic consciousness slowing down into our breath, leaning into the archangels, Metatron for sacred geometry. He's one of the powerful ones, Metatron and Sandalphon. My friend VG, she laughs because they always come up for me. Sandalphon is the archangel I am working with now. And nourishing, right? If you're leaning in and doing the things that really are beneficial for you and opening up these floodgates of prosperity, you have to nourish yourself. You have to nourish your body. We all have these moments in these days where we're like, I want to go on a junk food binge, right? But you come back, you want to start giving yourself wholesome foods that are going to nourish you so you can be the best you that you can be. A healthy body gives you a healthy mind, gives you a healthy tuning into your intuition and to your guides. If your body is sluggish and your mind is tired, you're not going to be able to lean into your intuition. It's just almost an impossibility. You really have to give this love and attention to yourself, and this is what we're being called to do, right? Relationships, health. Your greatest relationship is with yourself. Look, there are grapes and a pomegranate, a loaf of bread, carrots, beets, a pineapple, Swiss cheese, and an avocado. That actually sounds really good right now. Maybe put that on your shopping list, right? And have amethyst. Amethyst is your connection to your higher self, right? This is all, 6th, 7th chakra, leading into your psychic abilities, noticing your behaviors and your patterns of behavior. Are you filling your body up with things and even thoughts that are unhealthy? Or are you nourishing yourself? I mean, this is talking about nutrition, physical nutrition, the foods that we eat. But it's also the words that you say to yourself. It is the people you hold company with. So if you're holding company with people that are draining, that are constantly complaining that nothing is right, that the system is against them and they're not doing anything to build themselves up. Now that's something, to take a look at. That is something maybe you need to pull back from. That's a relationship that may not be healthy for you. Because as we lean into this, we have a lot of pentacles. So this is all very earth energy. And this is also associated with what we consider to be prosperity, right? 2 of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles, 6 of Wands, Knight of Pentacles. 2 of Pentacles of finding the balance. The balance between where you're at now and where you're looking to go. We're on the edge of changing years from 2024 into the new year of 2025. Most of us set resolutions at this time of year. I generally do it in the fall, but that's me. Balancing, we get excited, right? We want the new thing, right? We want this flow of prosperity. But the thing is, we have to give ourselves compassion to others. We have to really nourish ourselves and our relationships nourish your relationship with the thing that you're trying to bring in. If you're trying to make more money and you have a negative experience or upbringing with money, you have to foster and nurture that relationship and turn it around. If you're having trouble with relationships with friends or family, you have to kind of nurture them, right? But it's all here, balancing that out where you're at to where you want to be. We go straight to the king. The king is the highest archie, right? He is the highest of the court cards. He is self-made. He holds the answers, which means you hold the answers. This is who you're becoming. You are here. You are very quickly going to be going here. And along the way, you're being asked to take a step back. Look at all the work that you've done, right? It's just a little bit above the surface, but look at everything underneath. Look at all the roots that you have planted that are growing deep and rich into the soil to nourish and nurture yourself and your relationships. It's just starting to come to the surface. Human nature, when things start to go good, when we start to see the light, we tend to get a little scared, right? 4 of Pentacles, we tend to kind of contract in. We tend to kind of hold things really close and start to hoard things or get afraid to move forward. That's human nature. So that's a shadow. That's a shadow coming up saying, just look at me, just acknowledge me. I'm just a reminder of the growth that you have done so far. Breathe through it because victory is on its way to you. Victory is on its way to you. You have done the work. You see some of the benefit coming through. Don't let the fear hold you back from really embracing and putting your arms up and say, yes, I did this. I did it. I want it. I am open to this. I'm allowing the prosperity to flow in. I am giving myself compassion. I'm having compassion for other people too, because I really don't know their story. I'm nurturing myself, my body, my relationships, and I'm looking into things from a healthier perspective. Health can be your physical health, the health of your mind and your thoughts, your spiritual health, right? Leaning into your spirituality. This is what this is all about. Knight of Pentacles. Take your time. We're not rushing from the Two of Pentacles to the King. It takes time. And be patient with that. When fear strikes, breathe through. You only have to just breathe through it and acknowledge that it's there. It's not there to hold you back. It is there as a reminder for how far you have come, and didn't come this far to go this far. You have more steps to take. Breathe through it. Tell it it's got no power over you. You will find your victory, and you're going to enjoy it. Right? It takes a while. It takes a little while for all this to play itself out. But again, lean into your intuition. Right? Lean into your intuition. What inspiration comes to you during your meditation? Right? Meditate, journal, write things down. Lean into your breath. Go into breath work, right? Consciously. Lean into the sacred geometry. So Archangel Metatron is the guiding angel at this time. That's the hierarchy. We have Lakshmi and Kuan Yin to light the way. Very feminine energies, guided by very masculine energy. A little bit of fear that we overcome and claim our victory. So these are the energies that are working with us. These are the spirit guides. So two of them, Lakshmi and Kuan Yin, lean into them. Dive into the divine feminine, right? Allow yourself to lead, to tune into your intuition and lead with logic. This is it. These are your spirit guides that are working with you, and they are giving you things, they're asking you. In order for these to come forward, in order for us to be able to work with you, in order for you to be able to hear our messages, nourish your body, nourish your mind. Maybe read some poetry. Maybe read a book. Maybe an autobiography or a biography about somebody. Learn a new skill. Take care of your health, your physical health, right? Your body, what you feed it. Your mental health, the thoughts that you carry. If you're noticing that hard thoughts come up, and we all have those, try to replace them with positive thoughts. And your emotional space, right? This time of year is hard for a lot of people. Lean into the emotions and the people that bring you joy and that bring you happiness, right? There's a lot of awakening to happen. Inspiration is coming to start new projects. You're going to feel a sense of renewal. Lean into your sacred geometry. Lean into your breath. Cosmic consciousness. Oh my goodness, I'm going to have to send this to Beth. I think she might have to do a card painting on this. Lean into your intuition. We all have psychic abilities. We all have intuition that is very deep-seated. Be healthy. Open yourself up to receive this flow of prosperity and to achieve what you're looking to achieve. You have to be healthy in your mind, in your body, in your soul, in your thoughts, in your words. So yeah, this is connecting to your spirit guides. This is the messages. Archangel Metatron. And again, just because his card did not come up, because sacred geometry came up, he is here. That's like when I pull tarot cards. Just because a card isn't there, the energy of the card is based on the other cards around it. So Everyone, happy Sunday, happy holidays. I will be back on again very soon. And those of you who are on my Instagram and Facebook, if you happen to see this, I will be going on live later on tonight to pull cards for the collective in a live. So, Lakshmi, flow of prosperity, Kuan Yin, compassion. Sending you always light and love from my soul to yours, and sending you all the best. If you're interested in a personal reading to find out who your personal spirit guides are and to get a commemorative 8x10 watercolor, reach out to me or reach out to Beth Suter at Beth Suter Art, and we'll be happy to set that up for you. And again, sending you light and love, and I will see you all soon. Bye, everyone.